Hi everyone, it's Dee's from Turtle Dove. How's everyone doing? I'm here today with a project to share. Just a couple of things that I've made. I thought I would share with you. I watch Creating with Jovi. I'll leave the link to her channel below if you're interested in looking. I love the tassels that she makes. And I thought I would try my hand at making some myself. I did not make them as good as she does. I think she is the tassel queen as far as I'm concerned. She makes it look so easy. But anyway, I thought I would have a play around. I wanted to make a Christmas tassel for myself. So I bought some of this material. I don't have a lot of fabrics at home that I can, just tear up and use. So I made this Christmas tassel in the classic, would you call it forest green and gold. And I have to learn how to do the tops properly. So I will have to definitely watch some more tutorials. But it was fun. I love experimenting. And yeah, so I had this wooden ball from last year, I think, when I made some angels. And I had one left that was all glittered up. So I thought I would pop that at the top of the tassel with some of the wire. And I had some of these wooden rocking horse flourishes. And I used a gold glittered angel blowing a trumpet flourish that I had. And on the tassels themselves, I just stuck a few embellishments down, some sequins, an angel blowing a trumpet again, a beautiful sequin flower. What else do I have? So there throughout a couple of those flowers, and this is a beautiful wreath with some rhinestones on it. And that's metal, so that's quite heavy, so that's good because it pulls it down. And over here, I had some of these metal square beads. And this one here says peace, and the other end says joy. So that was my attempt. I've got another three to, hang on, 1, 2, 3 to show you. So this probably is the one that turned out the best out of the ones that I have. I have to learn how to place the fabric as well and tie it up. I've sort of tried to fluff it up a bit, but then it's all uneven down here. But the trouble is, the more I cut, the shorter it gets. So I'm just going to leave it. But I do like how that one turned out. That was my fourth that I made. Should I show you my first? I think I'll show you my first. And don't laugh. I'm going to show you anyway because I think it's important to know that, practice makes perfect and we don't get things that, right away all the time. This one I think I tied up a bit too far down, but it's in the beautiful golds and coppers. So that was another Christmas tassel that I attempted, and I've sewn this tulle quite a while ago, and I thought I would use that, but it doesn't seem to be the right type of thing to put in tassels because it just wants to sit up like that. So it's just trial and error, and I have a beautiful heart, metal heart there with some rhinestones in the middle, and I did that on both sides. It does, you know what I'm going to use these for? I think I'm going to place this on a Christmas gift as part of the wrapping, and I think that will look really nice. So nothing's going to waste, but look at the beautiful ribbon. And again, I just used some fabric glue and stuck some rhinestones and things on here and there. beautiful trim here, and I put a little sun at the bottom, and that's about it for that one. So that was my very first. It looks a bit funny here, like I said, but yeah, the ribbon's beautiful, and you get to know what you can use and what you can't. So that's that one. Now I think the second one I made was this. It's the small one in greens. I love greens. And I tried to use this, I don't know what you call it, this stuff here. It's stretchy. It's sort of like a tube. This one's iridescent, it's beautiful. Yeah, I have a whole lot of that, and I thought I would try using that, but again, they sit funny. So it's not the right thing for that particular project. But I had to try it, and this one's a lot more shorter, and I just placed a few little bells at the end of this eyelash trim, just with all the different ribbons. This sheer ribbon here is beautiful. Sort of like a lime yellowy, almost yellow but not quite, green. So that's that one. And again, I've got to learn how to put the loop at the top here in a much nicer way as well. And this is the third one I made. Now I've put a ring on the top here. And I tied this around with some of this eyelash trim, and then I took it to the top there, so I've got something to put the loop in. So I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing there or not, but I have some wooden flourishes that I painted a while ago, and then I put a resin flower on top of that one, and again here. But the colours here are just gorgeous, and all the trim and the ribbon. So it's blues and pinks. Look at this sheer ribbon, all sparkly. And whites. This one's a very pale grey, almost white, so I used that. And look at this. I'm nearly out of this. I remember buying this a while ago, and I think I only bought a metre of it because it was quite expensive. So it's got pearls down there, but the colours just match really well with this colour scheme. There's some silver, and this is some stretchy lace. I bought that in bulk at Salvo's, second hand. Still on the reel, so, and look at this, I put some bling on it as well. Ombre type effect on that one. And there's some blue eyelash trim, navy blue, and I placed a pearl bead at the bottom of this one. So yeah, and of course the pink and the blue together make it look a little bit purpley. So I really like those colours together, they turned out nice. So I don't mind this one, and I don't mind the green one at the back. So that's that. So do go and check out Creating with Jovi if you want to learn how to make tassels. She has a Tassel Tuesday where she makes some tassels every Tuesday. Sometimes she'll show you you know, the process, and other times she won't. But she has quite a few videos on tassels. So do go and check her out. Okay, place these aside, and I will show you the other projects I've been working on. Now, just recently I did a playing with glitter video, and I have made some embellishments using the glitter I made, and this is what I've come up with. So the process on how I glitter the felt, I'll leave Happy Birds Glitter Nests channel down below. I've been watching her on and off for years, and she's always used this particular process. She uses triple thick, but I don't have any, so I just used what glue I had, and I was happy to find out that Craft Online stocks triple thick. They're out of stock at the moment, but now I know that I can buy them from there, so that'll be great. That's something I can do in the future. But this I use, it's like a crown stencil from, I think last year I bought something, and that was hanging off of it, a product. I think it might have been a perfume or something like that. So I used the stencil to make these crowns. And as I said, I messed around with all glitter mixes and things. So I've just put some square rhinestone chain on the outside of this, and then finished it off with some iridescent pearls, flat-backed pearls. And the back's done, and then I just hot glued the stretchy hoop on so that you can hang it. And so that one's the green, this one's beautiful pink. I love this pink. I think I'll make more with that one. And I did finish it off with some Mod Podge. I'll just get it. Mod Podge. Where is the gloss? Gloss Luster. Because I'm not using triple thick, and the glitter didn't have anything to soak into a great deal, so you'd get a lot of you know, just rub off. All this glitter would just go everywhere. So I ended up using this. You can use it as a glue and a sealer and finish. So that comes in matte. I've got matte as well, but I used the gloss. So that sort of set the glitter. In doing so, it's not as shiny as if you just leave it. That's the downside to it, but it still is blingy enough for me. And look at that iridescent shining through. And then I've got the flat back pink gems with the silver cord. And this one is another favourite, the silver. And that has some of that, you can just see the green coming through from that iridescent glitter that I used. And I put the square rhinestone chain around the edge of that, and then just used some glass looking resin gems on that. Again, a silver thread through that. And then this one here, I decided to use the gold. I don't think that looks as nice, but I like to experiment. And then this one here is another favourite, using the gold glitter with the iridescent green again. So I don't mind this one. And also, these two, you may notice, are a different shape. This is the stencil that I used. Now, what's that from? Caprice, Australia. I think it, or Disney Princess. So it was either clothing or some sort of a body product, I think. Anyway, I'm keeping that as a stencil, but the stencil here is just curved on the corners. So I did that, but they look a bit too square. Still nice though. And these ones, if you noticed, I cut at a slight angle, make them look more like a crayon. So, which do you like better? The straight or the angled? I think I like the angled, but that doesn't look bad at all. But yeah, so that's those I made. Still want to make more. Some different coloured glitter. And now to the baubles. So this is the red, and the iridescent green is always shining through, and it shines through more on the darker colours. And here's the purple. So I placed a different trim around the edge, and they have little diamantes on either of these little circles, and then I put a lovely satin rose under there. With a square little gem. And this purple one with the purple flower, the gem in the centre. I love those, they look really nice. I love that trim, so I'll be using that again. And here's a blue one. And I used the little square chain of rhinestones. I've got a lot of that. So I used some of that up, and I put a bow. I just saw what I had in my stash, and I placed that on. This, in fact, little diamante here is still wet. I only just put that on. And I love this glitter, the blue. It's got the sequin glitter in it, and I think that really stands out. It's still glittery, even though I put the Mod Podge on. And then, lastly, the two pastels. So, this one I finished off with a pearl trim, and I've got to cut this off here. They're used as pendants, but I'm not using them as pendants. So, little snowflake rhinestone. And then today I went off with my granddaughter for a walk to the browsing, and I found these little hearts. I thought I need to find something that I can put in the centre. They look just as nice without anything, but just something that won't take away from everything else, just to finish it off. I found these beautiful little hearts. So I think that looks really nice. And this one here is one of my favourite glitter mixes as well. So this is all iridescent with a touch of, I think it was the light blue fine glitter that I used on that. And that has the little sequin glitter mix through there with the diamond glass, and just looks so nice with the trim around it. Again, I'll cut this top bit off, and I might finish it off. I might cut some little felt circles and just cover that, just so that it looks nice, but it doesn't really matter, it's at the back anyway. So yeah, I think I'll make a few more darker colours and a few more of these. So that's it, guys. That's it for my project share. I'll come on soon and do another a craft of my past video, and that will be painting. I used to do folk art, and I did a couple of paintings last weekend that I want to share with you, but I'll put that together with that video, I think. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. I love to interact with you that way. Thanks again for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.